Rookie quarterbacks, Trent. One day, a long time ago, you were one of them. But one of the things that I've noticed, especially this weekend with Joe Webb, Matt Flynn's not a rookie, but he was getting a first opportunity. Tim Tebow, it's locking in on that first read, the first part of your progressions. Just talk to us a little bit more about the difficulties of learning how to go through all your progressions.
Well, and that's a problem that a lot of young quarterbacks have, especially the quarterbacks, like you said, Tim Tebow, Joe Webb, guys that come from an offense where you're in the shotgun, you're expected to run, you're expected to pass. Those guys had great balance in college, but that doesn't always translate to the NFL game. So we're going to do a little demo here and show you some things that they need to work on. We're going to, as a young quarterback, someone that's used to running and not going through multiple progressions, you look at a Joe Webb, you look at a Tim Tebow, they come back, you're my number one read. They'll look at one, they maybe come down here to Sloan and do a number two read, but those guys, because of their background, they want to take off and run. They're just keeping it limited to one side of the field. As they progress, as they understand defenses better in the NFL, as they understand their offense and what's expected of them, they'll be able to go from you 1 to 2. They'll even get to Charles as your number 3. Instead of taking off and run, you may slide a little bit like you see Peyton and Tom Brady do all the time, but then they're going to get down to number 4. They're going to hit Lachlan on the swing route, be able to catch it in, and that's where the progression of a young quarterback really has to extend. When they can slow down the pace of the defense. Come on in, guys. When they slow down the pace of the defense and they're able to make those progressions, make those reads, and stay calm in the pocket without all of a sudden having the urge to take off and run, because that's what they were comfortable doing in college.
How long does that take?
It can take years. It can really take years.
But you look at, is that the work in OTAs, mini camps?
There's meetings, there's film study. It's getting the game to slow down. You hear people talk all the time about getting the game to slow down, and then you see a guy, Joe Flacco, you see a Matt Ryan, you see guys that come in as rookies and they all of a sudden have success their rookie year. They were able to do that because of their offensive coordinators and limiting them, and as the season progressed, then asking them to do more things. But when you come in right away and you see that playbook 3-4 inches thick, and that expectation is you've got to know all this right away, that's why it's important to be able to condense that.
And just quickly, Charles, as a D-back, you feast on these young quarterbacks who are looking at their first option.
That's what you want, because you know you're just going to clue back to the quarterback. He's going to be one read and go, and if that's all he's getting, if it's one read, you clue, go on the break on the drop, go after the football.